tell me something? I don't understand the car park down Oxford. The one on the right where the hotel is or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
You seem to be able to park in there without anybody saying
For
anything.
long. Not for much longer though.
No,
You're not going through the gates, the beach gates, though, are you?
no.
No.
That's why I don't understand how they police it, sort of thing, when they have something on.
The Oxford car park or the Oxford Bay Hotel car park.
The Oxford Bay Hotel car park.
I know he hasn't got cameras there yet, but he is putting them in.
Right.
So we've been told.
Because I think there's a chip shop or the little cafe now. Is that NPC or something now?
No, you just go in there and you just buy something and you drive away.
I thought I seen a sign up there saying something.
Maybe they've done it as well then.
Yeah, it looks a new sign, something NP, something or other. They close it,
doing it.
aren't they?
Money grabbing bastards.
Yeah, we've been having a discussion about it on different things, saying about somebody said to me, "Oh, the Caswell one now has been reduced for winter. It's been reduced to £2."
What was it about?
In Swansea, it's £1.
Is that an hour? Is that an hour, Mike, or day?
Yeah,
an hour.
But in Mumbles, it's strange because it's something like £2.40 or something, and then you have to pay something like £4.20 for 3 hours. There doesn't seem any in between. I don't quite understand it. I don't. Obviously, I don't park there.
Well, we went into the St David's car park yesterday in town, and on the way out, my son took us in, typed in the registration number, and it says doesn't recognise it. So we had to go and see the guy as you drive out, causing chaos because there's not many places to park as you drive out. And he said, "How long have you been here?" I said, "Oh, I don't know, less than 2 hours." So £2 then. So he managed to type the number and it worked on his machine downstairs, but didn't work on the machine upstairs.
Yeah. I prefer Debenhams because you just flash your card at that on the way out. You don't have to put your number in or anything.
That's right, yeah.
So I actually went to town yesterday. I was
town
very brave.
Yeah,
I only go as far as Cardoma in the market, but I was
Town is that place behind Tesco's, isn't it?
Sorry?
Town is that place behind Tesco's just after the jail.
Yeah. Behind that big empty building.
Yeah, I do.
We walked around there on Saturday because my son was down for the week, so we went to have a look at Swansea and went to that new food hall.
Yeah.
Is it the Albert Hall or the Plaza? Was the one it was?
Albert Hall.
It was grim. It's grim.
Yeah.
Really?
It's awful.
It's got such a short shelf life. As far as I knew, it was going to be some sort of music venue, but they've turned it into this food hall now, and it's not good. People in Swansea are not going to go for that. It'll be a novelty.
People go there once, and that'll be it, I should think.
Yeah.
What, they're selling vegetables there, or they selling meals, or what?
Meals.
They serving vegetables.
Yeah, cooked in strange ways, but
yeah.
But apparently, it's a sign saying upstairs is going to be some sort of apartments and offices.
Yeah. Well, where are they doing that? They're doing that opposite the market as well, aren't they? They're just down for Cardomas on the corner.
You can guarantee it'll all be student let.
No, I think
half of Swansea student let, isn't it?
I think they 1 and 2 bedrooms. So I'd be surprised if they student let because they're all bed sits, aren't they? But these are like apartments.
Well, all the
it used to be a food shop.
Where's that?
Opposite the market, just down from. If you're coming out of Cardomas towards the market, the last one on the corner.
Oh, the one that's empty at the moment.
Yeah, but all upstairs, so it's been done already.
All right. But most of these places, they retain the shops on the ground floor, but they convert the upstairs to accommodation.
Well, people, I tell you what, if you're living in town in Swansea and you've got a car, you're in a shit, mate, because all you're going to have is just parking fees.
Yeah, you
They don't have any car parking. They don't allow car parking with new development in Swansea city centre. It's the same in all the cities now. You're not allowed to have car parking. If they do, you pay a high premium for it.
How are you supposed to, can you
It's car
drive?
free.
Huh?
It's the
Supposed to
whole
be car
point
free.
is to try and get people away from personal transport.
Yeah.
Using private.
That's
Like,
ridiculous.
when I was in London, I didn't have a car for ages because I didn't need it really.
Yeah.
I mean, then you could rent a car if I wanted to come down to Swansea. So it was only later on we moved out a bit. I had a car because you just didn't need it. But they had a good transport system, so you could go anywhere,
Yeah.
within sort of 100 miles quite easily.
Yeah, but I can't
Even
work.
up to
I can't work
Birmingham
out.
or
If you
something.
live in the
You could
centre
go up
of
there
Swansea,
in an hour.
for example, right? You're a musician, okay? You live in the centre of Swansea. You got all your matos, your guitar, amps, and all this kind of stuff. You got to take that out of the car, and then you got to put your car somewhere else. Have you?
You
Yeah.
wouldn't do it, Con. You wouldn't
You
do
have to park somewhere like, I don't know, Uplands, Bryn Mill.
Fuck
If you can find a car parking space.
I don't know. Parking uplands now. Everywhere there's residential or
Yeah, most of it is. There are a few, but you'd have to, if you took it away, you'd never get back there.
yeah. But that's the problem now, isn't it? People are afraid to move their cars in case they can't park them again.
That's right.
That's ridiculous.
Well, outside my office, there's a guy who lives on the corner, and he must be a wheeler dealer or some bloody thing. And one day there's 5 cars outside the office. So I got really pissed off. So I drove and parked my car at the end of this row of cars, a bit close, okay. I was feeling pissed off. I came down in the morning, and this guy was there with his daughter, and he gave me a right gobful. I said, well, I'm trying to park my car outside the office. I don't effing care. He said, my car's a tax and shoot. He said, I can park them anywhere I want to on the main road, which is right. I said, yeah, it's a bit inconvenient. He said, well, I don't care an F. He said, it's a public road. I'll park where I effing want.
Was that down in a goer?
Yeah. He's got about 7 cars. I said, you must be a bloody dealer. He said, you mind your own effing business, what I do.
Fucking hell. Send the boys round.
Yeah.
He sounds like he is one of the boys, Con.
He's a knob.
Bloody hell, man.
Yeah. There's loads of us around. I met them. Yeah.
Yeah, he said, there's no space outside my house for more than 3 cars. So he parks outside my office instead.
I got our teak oil.
Got you. Oh,
Right. When we doing it, Mike?
I was going to go down tomorrow, but I don't think we are now after this weather.
You need about 2 days, don't you, to
Yeah.
one for it to dry out, and the next day to put it on.
Yeah, I'll give you a ring if it's.
Yeah.
I was going to, but then I seen there's a storm coming over from Con's way, isn't it?
Yeah, there's one nice huge one coming out.
Is it the one that was in America?
Winds.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to fly up this way or not, but it's going to drag a load of shit in.
I will show you.
Hovering, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to head straight for Con the last time I saw it.
Yeah, hang on, I'll show you now. Hang on.
You can keep it.
Where's it fucking gone? Jesus.
We don't need them anyway. We have it all the time now.
I know.
It seems it's like the windy city now, Swansea. It's windy all the time.
Well, I told you, I'm having some roof work done, and the roofer came along, and he said, sorry for being a bit late, he said, but I'm about 6 months behind with all my work because it's been the wettest, windiest bloody year on record.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. It's all nice and green.
Yeah, it's nice and green where he lives, isn't it?
Nice and green with you. That's the water temperature. All right, here we go. Wave heights. This one here is coming up. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Lovely.
Where's it at the moment?
Well, this is today, right? So it's tomorrow, Tuesday, and then the front's coming in off this one as well. So like you're gonna get up here, you're gonna get about
There should be a few waves coming up the coast then.
6 foot, 4 foot, 6 foot swells around the Bristol Channel area. I don't think it's got a rain forecast, is it? No, it hasn't. It's got wind. The wind's going to be southerlies. Yes, 20 mile an hour southerlies. Blah, blah, blah. 2 mile an hour. 17. Yeah, not too bad on the old winds.
It just depends what it drags in with it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. What's happened here?
It's going to be wet no matter what. So
Yeah.
Wet and windy.
Wet and fucking windy, right. Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be 9 foot swell, apparently. And down my way it's going to be 8 foot, but it's going to be on, it's not very good winds. Unfortunately,
I won't be getting my boat out then this week.
no, I won't bother. Keep it southerly. Maybe we go for Brufton, though. If it still works. I don't know if it still works with that.
Probably
I
works
haven't
more
been
often now.
there. I haven't been there for 50 years.
Huh?
About 50 years the last time I went there.
Must be about the same as well, I think.
Brufton or Broughton, depends where you're from.
Brufton.
No, don't go there again. Start calling it the Brufton soon.
Yeah.
Kids still-
Started a growing out, didn't I?
Yeah.
Who was that the other day? The Mumbles, the Gower. Somebody's having a go on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I put it up.
Tom started that off, yeah.
I started it off because there was a comment in one of Max's page, Bracelet, and this guy was on about the Gower, the Mumbles. I said, look, it's not that at all. It's called Mumbles and it's called Gower. And he said, and he came up with a snarky little comment. So I said, right, I'll do a little challenge. I'll put it up. Who thinks it's called Mumbles or the Mumbles, All of a sudden you got this inundation of people coming on. It's great. So I just posted up to Max's page again. Hey, Sam, all right?
Yeah, you did you just pick up on that with me and Steve, Mumbles and thee and
No. What?
I just Googled it and it says it is just called Gower.
Yeah,
There we
it's called Gower and it's just called Mumbles.
The only thing, it's just called Gower by the people that call it Gower. If you try to analyze it, it's because people say, "Oh, I live in the Mumbles." Nobody lives in the Mumbles. The lighthouse is in the Mumbles because it's the Mumbles is the head and the islands. The village is Oystermouth.
Yeah,
it's like sort of handed down, not folklore but colloquialisms. God was what? Because when I was going into the radio on Thursday, I think, and the guy before me just mentioned something about because it came up from the uplands. He said, why is it the uplands? It's just uplands. I said, well, it's a bit weird because sometimes people refer, his point was, you don't call it the Manston and the Forest Fach and the Bryn Mill. And I said, yeah, point taken there. And I'm with you on Gower too. The Gower Peninsula. Otherwise, Gower. But as you said, Gary, it's people speak. And I have a long-running internal battle with speech patterns and grammar, get over it. But I can still have a rant now and then. But regards Mumbles, I think it's almost like who's by be thee thou da. The old Mumbles, the people who were there, and also the ones that visited, go there now and then. It seems to have picked up this tag of the Mumbles, the same as the uplands. It's like a description of an area, and nobody's going to go up and say, "Excuse me." Nobody say the before uplands anymore, and nobody say the before Mumbles. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's
an article, for the
all my life it's been Mumbles.
Yeah,
the Mumbles,
Yeah, it says here it is too late to persuade the media and others to stop using the offensive "the" word when referring to beautiful land of Gower. Placing the definitive article before Gower is not just an unnecessary intrusion, it is disrespectful of the history of Wales. The boundaries of ancient Gower date back centuries to a time long before the Norman invasion.
But it should have a definitive article. It should have a the, because it is a peninsula. It is the Gower.
Yes, only when used with
The
peninsula.
Gower Peninsula, and not when
Yeah, so it's
it's the Gower Peninsula.
everybody's wrong at the end of the day, so long as they got the right place anyway.
Maybe-
Maybe
for example,
my delivery's got the wrong place.
the Gower Show.
Yeah, that's the relating to show.
Yeah,
Show.
exactly. It's not relating to the Gower, it's relating to show.
Yeah, so when it's
in
something
the
after-
Gower Peninsula, it's relating to Peninsula, not the Gower.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But then it rubs off on people who pick it up as it's either we're going down the Gower or we're going to the Gower, you know, and it's just, you can't stop them. It's a bit like me and my battle for the word FOR is 90% of the time it's used irrelevant. It's not necessary. Hence the term for free. No, free. I always said you can have this for a penny, you can have this for £5, or you can have this free.
It is
Not
free.
for, free. But it gets used everywhere. For. You know, and it's totally wrong.
So are you for the Mumbles and the Gower, or are you against?
I'm what?
Are you for the Gower?
No, I'm on Kipper's side. I'm Gower, and I'm not too thinking about mumbles. Mumbles, I would use it, and then I know that it's generally referred to as the mumbles, and I don't think it's like, stop that, will you? But I do on Gower. But if you address this little example, is who decides on what?
Hang on.
Names of bands, right? The Beatles, the Rolling Stones. Yes, Black Sabbath, The Who. You know, there's no rule. It's whatever the people decide to call themselves. Now, we're not the Stargazer. It's Stargazer. You know?
But we are the Langland Silver Surfers.
Yeah.
Well, it's all above my head.
just Silver Surfers without the Langland. So you can drop the by just putting Silver Surfers.
Yeah.
It's one of the strange things, though, because it doesn't actually sound bad when you say the Mumbles or the Gower. Like, I mean, for instance, when I was in London, I never ever lived in there anywhere.
Yeah.
There wasn't I don't think there was any there anyways there. Maybe there was.
It's not the Swansea.
But the worst thing
No.
is when it's in print. When it's
Yeah.
in print and you see a guide. And I remember a time when there was a guide somewhere, and I used to have a pen on me, and I go whoosh, 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 whoosh. I'm crossing out the theirs and all the fronts of the of the area guides. When
But
it's
is
in
it
print,
bad grammar, or is it?
you want.
Is it bad grammar, or is it just putting in unnecessary words?
Well, it's the same as it's unnecessarily the same as Kipper's thing. The guide should be for Gower, not the Gower. So when it's in print, it's like you can't stop people saying what they say, but when you actually, it's like common speech. I've almost got a T-shirt. Please save the tea. In so much language now around the country, they'll say a word, say serendipity. Well, they'd never use a word like that, but they'd say it serendipity. Serendipity.
Or it's
So-
like instead of saying got to, they'll say gotta.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you end up with, I wore the T-shirt the other day when Steve was talking to me of all those things on it, and the should of. They actually print, they write should of, because they think that's what it is. And every time they put it in print, it sets a wrong example to the rest of the world. It's an abbreviation of should have, isn't it, you know?
Yeah.
It's not should of.
Should have.
Yeah.
Should
Apostrophe VE.
should have becomes should of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So it's like it's an ongoing. I had a fine example of descriptions. Lunchtime, went for a family meal with Kim's relatives to a restaurant somewhere, and on the menu it was a Sunday roast. Sunday roast. Well, I don't particularly go for Sunday roast, so I thought I'll have something else off it. And oh, that looks interesting, a burger, but actually it was a spicy chicken burger. Oh, that's nice, lovely. So years ago, I remembered ordering something like that from somewhere else, and I thought, I won't be caught up this time. So I wander up to where the guy is doing the carvery. Okay, horse's mouth. I will ask a waitress who more likely, what? I'll go to the, one in there. I said, oh, excuse me. I said, the chicken burger, the spicy chicken burger. I said, is it actually a burger or is it a piece of chicken in a bun? Oh, no, he said it's a burger. Great. So I'm now expecting a burger, like a patty of meat. And instead of having beef in it, it's got chicken, spices and everything. And then it's put in a bun. When it arrives, what is it? Piece of chicken in a bun. George, it's not a burger at all. It's a piece of chicken in a bun.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich.
I'm paying your bill. No.
It's not my bill, it's your blinking bill.
Oh,
Hey,
excuse
come on, then.
What's that?
Should we have a vote on this bill? I reckon it's not yours, Kipper.
No, yours,
No,
Kipper. No,
it's not my bill, but I've been paying it.
You're not even a duck anyway.
Yeah.
Bloody duck to go, Bill.
So, Con, excuse me coming in late, but you know that you did a little survey on what? About the and not, regards mumbles. So what did it come out? Like a bit mixed, was it?
No, it's definitely mumbles and gower.
All right. There you are.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
Say
when
the Hackney, if you lived in Hackney, you don't say the Hackney, you say
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like saying the Swansea.
I'm going
I
to
live in the
Mumbles.
Swansea. I live in Swansea.
going to
Yeah.
Gower. I'm not going
Gower,
to
isn't
the
it,
Gower.
Hey Sam, another thing I just wanted to tell you as well. I asked you permission if I could use the intro for
it sounds great. I've listened to
right,
it.
yeah.
Snap.
I didn't
Where
make
did the Leonard Skinner come from, though?
Huh?
Where did the Leonard Skinner come from, though? Free,
It's on
bird.
the intro. It's on the intro.
No.
Yes. But anyway, I got picked up for copyrights, but it's all right. I didn't get any strikes or anything. But the copyrights, it can't be played in Belarus and Russia. So we're banned from Belarus and Russia.
Oh, damn. There goes my bloody potentials of doing a breakfast show.
You've blown it now in Russia and Belarus, man. I tell you. But I mean,
No, well, that's weird. That must have been what we call a bleed from somewhere.
yeah.
Because I came in after the news and whatever, and I'd have put that on. I thought, what's that? It's Freebird, just a little bit before share.
It is. I thought it was going to go into Freebird when I started listening to it. I thought, oh, and all of a sudden it was like, what's the name?
Yeah. Turn back time.
Yeah,
Share.
yeah. And I thought, well, hang
Yeah,
on.
but thanks for catching that, because I haven't heard back. We haven't got up to speed of get it the programs on catch up or something yet. One of the guys down there, he'd recorded 2 of the shows, so 2 3-hour shows. I said to him, can you make that 6.5 hours so I can catch the first half hour of mine? So it was great. I hadn't actually heard it.
All right, yeah, well, I've got about the first 15 minutes or something like that I recorded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I just wanted to keep the intro because I had an idea,
Yeah. Great.
I
Great.
didn't record it all, but I listened to it all. It was a great show, man. Great. Enjoyed
Yes,
it.
cheers. And it came, and I even had a message from Dick in Lanzarote, but I couldn't remember which island he was on quick enough. And I was saying, he's in the Canaries, Tenerife, Lanzarote. And he laughed when he sent me a thing back, So it's a bit of local content.
Oh, yeah, great.
People talking about, remembering the pier and Cinderella's and this, that, and the other. Yeah, so it's all right. So I'm trying to take an hour after this.
I got I got an inquiry today off the clip, okay, the intro, and there's one guy down in Cornwall. He's asked me, "Have you still got the green van with the trailer behind it?"
Well, actually, you must. That's up until about 79, 80. So that was Nuts period. So I used to at Nuts the green van with the matching green trailer, and then it sort of I'd empty the gear out of the trailer and the van. But funnily enough, on one of my Spotify lists, I've got a picture of the same van, but when it was in its red livery, when it was bright red, because I switched it from the green to bright red about 19 80, 81, something like that.
I think I've got photos of both of them actually.
Yeah, but I mean, you were sending him I'm not sure if you've got a picture of the green one, have you? Because it's the
Yeah,
one
I think I
with the
have.
cartoon on the back, the boogie bus in a kind of an airbrush
I
thing.
don't think I got the back of it, but I think
No, I got it
I got a
somewhere.
side view of you going over the bridge up in the valley somewhere.
Well, that was what the cartoon was of
Yeah, but this is actually the van going over a little bridge.
was that the green one or the black one?
The green one,
All right.
I think. I'll have to check I don't know.
I got the black one down in Kittle River, the ford. Where I'm stopped in the water.
I don't know, Sam. Honestly, I thought it was a green one, but that could be the Mandela effect, perhaps.
Well, I remember I was at the CU last night for that SAS and Langland Boat Riders thing.
Good.
Yeah, really good night. But it was a bit weird for me because Neil Page's son Tim got in touch with me on Monday of last week, inquiring about DJ, band, whatever. And I said, "Oh, right." And then he explained to me what kind of music they were in. You know, hip hop, thrash, this, that, and the other. I said, "Oh, I'm not sure my band would be up for that." But as it happened, we couldn't make it because the drummer couldn't do the night. So, in regards to the music, I said, "Oh, well, if you like, I'll put my PA in, set it up," because he had other guys, youngsters, doing the decks, mixing, whatever. I said, "Yeah, fine. I'll put my PA in, and they can come in and use it." So by about Thursday, I just had confirmation. Yeah, all on for you to come down and do it, and he was going to book some other lights. But then when I got there, it was just me. The other guys to do the stuff they bottled out. All real world. Oh, you mean with people in it, out of the bedroom, you know? So I thought, oh, he sent me the Spotify list of all that sort of stuff. So I just stuck it to play and let it go. And then the guy who was one of the organisers, "Oh, we're going to do the speeches bit and the trophies and then the raffle and then take it away with the music." I said, "The music's on. This is what I got. I hadn't taken any of my stuff with me. I just had my laptop." So in the end, you know, in that, have you seen that TV program, The Voice Con?
Yeah.
Talent thing. And one thing I hate, and the audience are told to do it, they oh no, press the button, press the button, press the button. And I almost went, when I'm thinking, what am I going to do with this lot? I could see they were coming in, and they were almost Joe Normal. They were wives and girlfriends and guys. And I thought, what am I going to do to start this? And at about half an hour after that period, I thought, no. And I pressed the party button. And the floor filled up and stayed like it all night long.
Yeah.
So I mixed a whole night from what I happened to have on my laptop.
Good.
So I thought, everything went well. They had a lovely trophy, is it a finger for guys that come up from Cornwall. And they introduced some guy who was their founder. And this guy came up and they said, Chris Hines.
Chris Hines, yeah.
So I thought,
That's not Chris Hines from Langland, huh?
No, it's not the Chris. I said, no, he's a bit serious now, isn't he? But there weren't any old schoolers, and even I did a mention. I explained. I played to start with. I played the Beach Boys, "Don't Go Near the Water." I thought the lyrics was totally spot on. You know, the water's going bad, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And then I did a mention for Dave and the paddle out, and I think most of it kind of went.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, it's very much the old guard. I know Dave hadn't been in the water for a long time, but I thought his legacy and his whole thing was a bit kind of handed down. But you know.
Well, it's sort of
an acquired taste.
It's called modernism, you know. They love it when you talk about it, but when you actually spot it out, sort of thing, and it gets a little bit embarrassing for them, you know. Oh, no, but we're now, you know, we're now. You know,
and they weren't youngsters as such, because I mean Tim Page, he's 51.
Yeah.
So
but
a lot of them were. I say that the youngest were in their late 20s, and then they were guys.
But if you get them individually, you talk to them individually, and there's mega respect, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but as a crowd, they just thought, give us a grunge and we're away, like, you know.
Yeah.
But there we are. Anyway, sorry about that, boys. We took it a bit there. Sorry. Go on, you can talk now.
As I said, lines are now open.
The lines are now open for callers.
Yeah. But I don't do telephone calls at the moment. I just say to people, send me an email to the studio, and then they come up on the screen, and I can clock
Did you get
them.
mine? I sent you one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, got that. Yeah, because the one you came up on the screen is good, and I've seen your ones on my WhatsApp as well. No, it's really good. But the pain of it is because I'm still getting used to all the equipment. I don't always see them until maybe they've been there sitting there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, while I'm concentrating on something else, you know. But
On a serious question, how do they know how many people are listening?
well, I think you did that with me the other day, didn't you? So
I
I don't know yet, but I think there is something afoot coming up on some bit of hardware or whatever that they've got a feedback from, particularly from the people who are listening on the app. You know, there is
Oh yeah, the app. Yeah, I can see that. Because in your way, they used to just go around asking for a certain amount of people, didn't they?
No, but what happens is quarterly there's a thing called the Radar Survey, and it's an independent body actually gathers facts and figures, so you get to find out what your figures are. And that was always a critical time. Every 3 months you went, oh, I hope my figures are either up or holding, you know, because in the last one the other Swansea based station, their figures weren't improving and they were dropping off a bit, which is exactly what we want.
Yeah. Because I suppose there'll be ads and everything like that coming along soon now.
Yeah.
But I mean, serious ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like my YouTube channel, you know. My ratings are down, man. I'm so depressed.
I think Paul was on that Langland thing that it was a weekend comp, so they were in the water on the Saturday and the Sunday.
Yeah, it was.
I said, oh, it looks a bit soupy all over, was it? And Tim said, yeah. But as I drove down to Langland to our little park up in a moment on Saturday afternoon, I couldn't park anywhere because all the car parks were rammed. And as I drove past the old tennis courts, you know, the doubler, it was crammed full of gazebos. So they'd actually got local businesses and all sorts. It was like a fair.
Yeah, and they on the double tennis courts, didn't they, or something like that?
Well, that's what I call the old tennis courts.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Paul, I think, was in position playing his stuff.
Yeah, right. Cool.
I found it a bit strange that the local councils wrote that they paid to have the road closed. I assume it must be in the car park road.
No, Alma Road was closed.
Was it Alma Road?
Yeah.